do I suffer from depression? There are several main factors about it. The first one is the culture we live in. So today's culture, it's a lot of focus on just doing and achieving and buying stuff, consuming, and it's not about just being really connecting heart to heart with others. So in this way we learn to treat ourselves as robots, and when the human part of us is missing, sooner or later depression will come. The other component is again this belief that we get from media, from advertisements, that everything can come easy. We don't really need to put a lot of effort or any effort in everything. Just do like this, buy the stuff, and then we'll be successful, we will have a nice relationship. And this belief, when we meet the real world and we face some difficulties and we realize, oh, it's not working. What some people do is they turn on themselves. It's not working because I'm wrong. I'm doing something wrong. So that's why it's not working. I'm the problem. When in fact it's just this belief, like life is not really meant to be that easy, and sometimes it happens a bit easier, but very often you need to fight. You need to put a lot of effort, and you need to try again and again and again and again and become better and try again until you achieve what you want. So that's part of life. So this belief that everything should come easy and I need to have only positive experiences, this is what drives people to depression. Another factor that can lead to depression is what we have inherited from our family. And here we are talking about genetics, we're talking about patterns of being, of living, and of course about traumatic experiences. Because if your mother was suffering from depression and nowadays you're living in a similar way, it's not a surprise that you suffer from depression as well. Same thing is true that if you had traumatic experiences in childhood or teenage years and you didn't really take care of it, you didn't take care of yourself to process it, sooner or later depression might come to you because your nervous system is so drained because of this traumatic experience that you don't have the capacity to deal with difficult or triggering situations nowadays. So that's where depression comes in. The other important factor is how does the person live their life? So do they treat themselves as robots, just need to be doing, completing stuffs, or do they actually take time to feel themselves, to connect with themselves, to slow down a bit, to take care of themselves? Do they take time to connect with others? Or are they only focused on their goals and really live alone, don't have these heartfelt connections to others? Does the person do any sports? So do they take care of their body, or the body is just there to support the head, to carry the head around? That's also an important factor if the person will suffer from depression or not, because people who don't take care of themselves are the one at highest risk from depression. It also refers to people who are always there for others but never there for themselves. They're really also at a very, very high risk from depression. Another part of the depression factors is if the person is stuck in the past. So if the focus is always on what was before, what a beautiful relationship I had back then, what a nice job I had, and now it's it's so bad and so on. That's a factor for depression as well. So you cannot be stuck on the past and expect very positive mood today and energy. This is what drains you. This being said, what happens is all this like the influence of the culture we live in, what we inherited from our family, the way we live nowadays, it's like a heavy burden we carry around. And at the moment we face difficult situation like being left without a job, or divorce, or breaking up, or even the birth of a child. This situation, it's so difficult that we even people who don't have this burden with them, they need their time to adjust and to be stable again. But this happens faster than with people who carry this burden around, because if you have all these factors and then this difficult situation happens, you don't have the capacity to deal with it because you're already dealing with way too much. So what happens is you enter depression, you shut down as a way of dealing with the whole thing. I do encourage you to learn how to live more balanced life and how to take care of yourself better. So I encourage you to watch our video